Ah, the legendary Bont, the director who gave us the only two good movies he's ever made, Speed and Twister. And then he gave us two more hot messes. He gave us that disaster waterlogged sequel, Speed 2 Cruise Control. And, well, this one. Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life, the single biggest letdown in sequel history besides Speed 2. But it's not as bad as Speed 2, thank goodness. So, the story in Cradle of Life revolves around Pandora's box, okay, which exists inside the Cradle of Life, where the origin of man has happened, okay. Jonathan Rhys, a somewhat supposedly big bad guy, wants the box to sell to the highest bidder and become insanely rich. British intelligence, also known as MI6, recruits Lara Croft to get the box before he gets to it. And she in turn recruits Gerard Butler, a former flame of hers, to help in the search for this box. This movie is particularly about style over substance, okay? Everything takes a back seat for all the flashy sequences and some of the not so good action sequences. And Bont is legendary for doing bullshit like that. Just like with Speed 2, it was style over substance, okay? It was mainly an empty plot surrounding a big movie, a big long movie, with not really nothing good to handle it with. And Angelina Jolie tries her best. Hell, even Gerard Butler tries his best, but sometimes you just gotta say no to certain things, and this movie was one of those things you had to say no to. I mean, you only had like two good mainly shootout scenes in the whole fucking movie, and that's about it, mainly. The movie doesn't even feel like a Tomb Raider movie. It doesn't, really. It really doesn't. This movie felt like The Mummy Returns. The way that the same music that plays over and over again throughout the whole movie, the color scheme, all that, it looks just like Mummy Returns. And Mummy Returns is much better than this. Okay? Cradle of Life is really nothing special. It's just a sequel that the company gave to one of the somewhat worst directors in Hollywood, and after this movie, Bont completely disappeared. This was basically his final movie, because I haven't heard hide or hair from him ever since Cradle of Life came out. So, yeah. I mean, it's good to see the butler and her sidekick from the Mansions back again, but these four people alone couldn't save this movie. Not even the bad guy from Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. I don't even know his real name, but I just know he's in this movie as the bad guy. Again, he seems to be a bad guy in not so good projects. But that Spirit of Vengeance was good, though. So, maybe just one project. But, in all honesty, Cradle of Life, not a very good sequel. I'm giving Cradle of Life a D+. I still enjoyed some of the sequences, but other than that, it's just an empty movie. And it's longer than the first one, maybe about a good 10-15 minutes, but it feels like a 2.5 hour movie. I mean, it drags badly, okay? So, with that in mind, let me know what you guys think about the Cradle of Life down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Very disappointing. Very disappointing. So, I can't wait for the reboot. And hopefully when they do reboot it, it's going to be rebooted off the video game reboot. Hopefully it'll be R-rated, because the video game is mature rated. And get that chick that played Lara Croft in the video game. She's probably still on Californication right now. Fucking, David Duchovny's agent. So yeah. All right, I'm out.